Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? So, season one of Radiant is over, and boy, was it a fun ride. I am going to miss it, but at the same time, I can't miss it forever because we have an announcement that it's going to be released October of this year. I'm telling you guys, this is a great new generation of anime where they just know something is doing quite well. Not to mention, this show was 21 episodes and it's getting another 21 episodes in October. So that is how quickly that is done. We get an announcement at the end of the episode as well, just to put the cherry on top, man. We are in quite a nice position for Radiant, and all the people that are fans of it, like me, I am happy to be one of y'all, and we all get to cheer because we get confirmation already that our show is coming back. So let's talk about this week's episode. And if you guys have watched or seen my Sword Art episode, it's short because there wasn't anything going on. I'm not trying to make a channel for you guys to see me stretch out videos as long as possible so they all look like they're the same length, and it makes my channel look better when you have the same length videos or something like, I just don't care. Um, the videos come out as long as they are because that's as much as I could think of to talk about it, and mainly I'm more excited to get the video actually out so I can talk to you guys in the comments section. So I apologize if these videos are shorter than they're supposed to be, but there just wasn't as much things to happen in every week's episode for me to be excited and talk about. But with all that being said, and if you didn't watch my Sword Art episode to even know what I'm talking about, I apologize for throwing this in here. But yeah, with that being said, we are truly seeing the growth of Seth and just what it means for this character to pretty much learn the basics of what he wants in this life and what he doesn't want. And he learns that the things that he does want can't be both things that he can achieve. And that's simply because he wants to have all of his friends with him on this journey, but if he can't protect them from himself, he doesn't need to have them on this journey, you know? So that's kind of where this whole notion of know what you want and do what you want, but at the same time, if you're going to do all that, you're just someone who's willing to put your friends and loved ones in danger for your own, your own reasons, your own selfish reasons. So that's kind of what Seth starts to build up after the overall arcing of it. But I was right. I truly, truly knew the cat was not about to just let Seth go without saying anything. He made sure Seth knew that regardless of leaving this town and regardless of whatever you do from here on out, you'll always owe me money. And you'll always be the debt king until you come back and pay that money off. So that was where I knew him returning could easily be a thing. But at the same time, seeing Alma show up and pretty much calling him out on just how he is and whatnot, the cat anyway, was hilarious because he's like, oh yeah, of course I'm like this still, like this is who I am, this is who I'll always be, and nothing's gonna stop that. So this is who this person is, or just who Majesty is, and I like him that much more for it. Like that's just that straight, honest, type of mentality that Seth kind of gives off as well when it comes down to being a nice person. And a lot of characters that I really enjoy do that. But as of right now, this is some of the darkest ages of animes for kids growing up in their own shows, because Seth this week, man, he had the biggest chip on his shoulder and probably one of the worst choices ever to make in his life when it came down to these people that he pretty much built up everything with from the first time he's left home till now. Um, it definitely was reminiscent of some stuff I've been through, so I think it's another reason why it kind of like hit home with me compared to like other stuff. It's just there's some people in this world that's put a lot of effort into helping you and making sure you're okay, and by then leaving to be selfish, supposedly, to do whatever you wanted to do, it feels like you don't care to see them or something like that to some of them, when really you're just trying to save them from yourself and stuff like that. For Seth, it's for Seth's case anyway, not my own. But I don't know. I love the narrative that they're going with. It just sucks that he isn't even in full control of himself. We already see that somehow, some way, his brother knows that he's on, like the move. Seemingly, he's like, this is just the beginning of the journey. Seemingly, kind of giving me the idea that, oh man, he knew that Seth is probably doing something more than what he already was doing in the town. So very, very interested in where his brother's arc is going. It didn't seem like anything his brother was doing isn't going to line up. Like it seems like all this stuff he's doing kind of all is for Seth or somewhat going to coincide with him some way somehow. Which is what I'm interested most in, to see like what does all this story bring. Oh, I'm gonna miss, man, all that work for nothing. And I don't know. I feel like the show definitely knows what it wants to be. It's just how is it gonna get to these points now with Seth now by himself with the person he started it all with, Alma, and they're still now he's still looking for the Radiant and all that. I really don't know where he's gonna land. We do get a little preview of like it looks like a new animation style, right? Like, let me know if it looks like any different to you guys in the previews, because it looked absolutely phenomenal. The new stuff that's already going to be coming, and it's only going to be like a couple months, in this, and we're going to be getting this new anime. So I honestly cannot wait. This is offline, buddy. You're spamming me. I'm about to kill you. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy Radiant. I hope you guys give it a chance now that it's done. There's 21 episodes. You can just binge watch now. Sure, the dub is not done yet, so if you are a dub watcher, I definitely guaranteed you'll love watching this show all the way through and getting to the end. And since season 2 is already announced, that's going to be coming. We are in an amazing day of anime, and I'm so glad to be a part of it, and I'm so glad to even have people to talk to about it. And that's pretty much why I started this channel, is some of these shows will never get the full-on attention that they completely deserve. And as for Radiant, I wanted to give it as much attention as possible. So thank you guys so much for even being here for this whole ride of a season 1 of Radiant. All the videos you guys checked out with me and watched with me, review and stuff like that. Thank you so much. But overall, with Seth unlocking his power again and showing us that he may have been the closest to in control of it as we've ever seen, because when he snaps into it, I don't think any of his bandages were on, so he had he knew it was coming almost. Like when he was going underwater, he went unconscious and the power woke up, but once the battle was done, once the nemesis was taken care of, he came right back too. And I think that's one of the more progressive things that you could want out of his character at this point. He literally was going off on everybody for so long, and then you come back and you see his next time that he uses it, and it only lasts for a handful of seconds. That's amazing. That's a huge improvement, and not to mention he finishes exactly what he needed to do at that moment. With this newfound power that he's been using, and I think that's another reason why his brother knew that that Seth would probably be on his way or doing something along the line of probably leaving friends behind to not hurt them, because he could probably sense, just like Alma, the awakening of that manifestation of power and stuff. Because Alma's like heart and her body started to hurt literally from him just transforming far away. She wasn't even close to him. She was at her ship, you know, like where the shipping docks are. So she was nowhere near Seth, really, besides just in the vicinity, and she could feel it. And that might be another reason why she showed up to the place in the first place. She might have been able to sense it all the way at Rumble City, which I don't think was ever confirmed, you know. So that's just my head canon from how her body reacted from this situation as a whole. So let me know what you guys are feeling with this. I truly, truly think that with all the things we've seen coming from this show, anything is possible when it comes down to the end game, and I think that's the fun part for me to speculate on. But oh my god, at the same time, it almost sucks to think about it because Seth is such a cool character, but some animes end with these characters being the reason why things are so bad, and they have to sometimes be taken out to make things better. I hope that's not the case, but I have seen it in many of cases where that is something that happens. So all I'm saying is be prepared for whatever comes, because when it happens, we all gotta be ready for whatever. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, I am the Anime G, and I will talk to you in the next one. So peace. And I think the next video that will be dropping is Fairy Tale. It'll be a little bit later tonight, so I do apologize for these videos coming out as late as they are anyway. But with all that being said, talk to you in the next one. Alright, peace.